Lisa Cortés is an Emmy Award-winning filmmaker. After graduating from Yale University, Ms. Cortés worked in the music business for a decade and eventually started her own record label. Lisa then boldly moved into the film industry, where she worked as an executive producer on the Academy Award-winning film Precious, started her own film production company, and won an Emmy Award as a producer on the feature documentary The Apollo.
I think that everything that Lisa has done in her career led her to this point. She's at the top of her game in the doc space. It's amazing to see.
One of Lisa's gifts is telling a hard story in such an elegant, beautiful way that makes the truth compelling.
Lisa Cortés was born in Milford, Connecticut. Her mother was an aircraft inspector, and her Colombian-born father was an entrepreneur working in Harlem, New York.
My parents are really my ultimate role models. My mother was a great creator, and she was a Girl Scout leader. She had a full-time job.
Lisa grew up as an only child, but was part of two large extended families. She loved music and dance, participating in piano recitals and children's theater productions.
And it was something that gave me a lot of confidence, but also a really deep knowledge of Broadway musicals.
Ms. Cortés graduated from Milford Academy, where she was valedictorian of her high school class. Lisa then attended her dream school at nearby Yale University.
She arrived at Yale so poised. It was that really unusual combination of charisma, breathtaking intelligence, and kindness.
Lisa Cortés earned her bachelor's degree in American Studies from Yale University.
So with American Studies, my concentration was African American literature. After graduating, I was in a band for a couple of years.
Her first job after college was working for the music label Def Jam in New York City.
Hip-hop was just about to cross over into the mainstream and blow up and become this worldwide phenomena. That then led me to starting a company called Rush Producers Management, where I represented all the hip-hop producers to work on a variety of projects.
Ms. Cortés went on to work as vice president of A&R, developing new recording artists at Mercury Records, and eventually started her own music label. In 1996, Lisa decided to leave the music business.
Lisa is principled. After experiencing what she experienced, there was only one path forward for her, which was to hold them accountable.
I took action against Polygram Records for gender and race discrimination. And as I like to say, there's no longer Polygram Records, but I'm still here.
Lisa Cortés traveled to India, where she came to the realization that she wanted to tell stories through film. Returning to New York City, Lisa began taking film production classes.
I spent the next several years working with young filmmakers in New York, volunteering at festivals, network. And then one day I received a call from Lee Daniels, and he said, I'm going to New Orleans to produce a film, and would you like to come and work with me? And the film was Monsters Ball.
Ms. Cortés continued her narrative filmmaking journey working at Lee Daniels Entertainment, where she worked as a producer on Shadow Boxer in 2005, and then as an executive producer on Precious, which won 2 Academy Awards in 2009.
So in 2010, after Precious, I decided to start my own company and was able to work on a broad range of projects, from a short film set in Ghana, Kwaku Ananse, Imagine the Future, and Double Play, which was shot on the island of Curacao.
A few years later, while screening a film at the Sundance Film Festival, Lisa Cortés spoke to director Roger Ross Williams, who asked her to help produce his next feature documentary, The Apollo.
Lisa knew the folks who ran the Apollo. She worked in the music industry. She's passionate about film. She's probably one of the best producers in the business.
I had a window seat to how to transfer my skills in the narrative space to the documentary space. We just had tremendous adventures interviewing Leslie Uggams and Patti LaBelle.
As a producer on The Apollo, Lisa Cortés won her first Emmy Award for Outstanding Documentary in 2020.
It was such a big milestone for both of our careers. To get to that point, no greater honor, and no greater honor than to win it with Lisa Cortés.
I then went on to co-direct with Liz Garbus a film called All in the Fight for Democracy,
which focuses on Stacey Abrams, but also does such an elegant job telling the whole history of the civil rights movement and the fight for the vote from Reconstruction on.
Ms. Cortés continued her rise in the documentary filmmaking world, producing and directing her next film for CNN.
Everyone was beholden to him.
A community-minded filmmaker, Lisa Cortés is a member of the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences and serves as a Gold Mentor. She is on the board of Film at Lincoln Center and is a patron of Real Works.
Seeing Lisa up there, standing on stages all over the world as a Black woman, it is so life-changing for so many young people of color because that's not something we've traditionally seen as Black people.
Lisa understands that beauty and struggle go hand in hand. The spirit of celebrating what makes you different and unique is essentially Lisa.